For nearly 2 decades, automakers told us removing these features was progress. Fewer buttons, cleaner dashboards, lighter vehicles, more software, less hardware. And we believed them. Until the warranty claims started piling up. Until the roadside breakdowns increased. Until safety organizations stepped in with data that couldn't be ignored. Here's what nobody told you. The features that disappeared from your car weren't removed because they stopped working. They were removed because they saved automakers between $10 and $200 per vehicle. Multiply that by 500,000 units, and you're looking at hundreds of millions in production savings, passed directly from your safety to their profit margin. But something shifted in 2025 and 2026. Executives started admitting they went too far. Designers began walking back decisions. And features declared obsolete are quietly returning to showrooms. Not because automakers grew a conscience, but because sales slowed, reviews turned negative, and customers pushed back hard enough. Today we're counting down 13 features stripped from modern cars, and the real reasons they're coming back. Stay until the end. Number 1. Affects every single repair bill you've ever paid. Let's get into it. Number 13. Physical climate controls. Try adjusting your temperature at 75 miles per hour, using only a touchscreen. You can't do it without taking your eyes completely off the road. Automakers moved climate controls into screens because a single integrated display costs $40 to $60 less per vehicle than dedicated knobs and wiring. On 500,000 units, that's $30 million in savings for them. The cost shifted to you as risk. Research shows touchscreen interaction takes a driver's eyes off the road for 4 to 5 seconds. At 70 miles per hour, that's over 400 feet traveled blind. Physical knobs work by muscle memory. You reach, rotate, adjust without a single glance down. Volkswagen reintroduced dedicated climate buttons after heavy criticism. Euro NCAP began penalizing touchscreen-only layouts in safety scoring. Minimalism looked futuristic. In practice, it made driving measurably more dangerous. Number 12. Full-size spare tires. Rural Arizona. 110-degree heat. Sidewall blowout. No cell signal. You open the trunk expecting a spare. Instead, a small compressor and a bottle of sealant that does nothing for a 4-inch tear. Manufacturers eliminated spare tires to save $80 to $120 per vehicle and claim fuel economy gains of 0.1 to 0.3 miles per gallon. That saves the average driver $15 per year in fuel. A working spare was traded for $15 in annual savings and foam that only fixes nail punctures. AAA consistently reports tire-related calls as one of the most common breakdown categories in America. The Jeep Wrangler and Toyota Tacoma never drop the spare because their buyers go places where sealant is useless. Now SUVs and crossovers are quietly reintroducing real spares after years of owners learning the hard way. Number 11. Real temperature gauges. Your temperature gauge is almost certainly lying to you, not through malfunction, by design. Most modern gauges are programmed to sit dead center across a wide operating range. The needle won't move until your engine is already significantly overheating. Why? Because natural fluctuation under load would send customers to dealerships and increase warranty claims. So manufacturers smooth the signal through software for under $15 per vehicle. The cost to you, losing the early warning that lets you pull over before an $8,000 engine failure. A true gauge shows gradual increases under heavy towing or early coolant loss. You see the problem developing and act before the damage is done. Mazda and Toyota have both moved toward more transparent instrumentation after years of customers being blindsided by failures. A real gauge would have flagged 20 minutes earlier. Number 10. Headlight washers. LED headlights produce significantly less heat than halogens. In snowbelt states like Michigan and Minnesota, ice and road salt accumulate on the lens, with nothing to melt it off. European safety data shows heavy salt spray can reduce headlight output by 50% or more, cutting your visibility distance in half at highway speeds. Older luxury vehicles included washer systems. Press a button, high-pressure fluid clears the lens in seconds. Headlight washers add roughly $150 to $200 per vehicle, less than 0.4% of the price on a $55,000 SUV. Volvo never abandoned them on cold market vehicles. Genesis has reintroduced them on premium trims after consistent feedback from buyers in northern states. Cutting $150 to compromise winter visibility was never rational. It just took enough negative reviews to make that obvious. Number 9. Adjustable lumbar support. Seat comfort ranks among the top 3 factors in long-term ownership satisfaction. Yet several base trims eliminated adjustable lumbar mechanisms to save $10 to $20 per seat. That decision assumes every driver's spine is identical. It isn't. Delivery drivers and commuters spending 2 hours daily behind the wheel report significantly increased back discomfort in vehicles with fixed lumbar profiles. Consumer Reports now heavily weights seat adjustability in overall scoring because reader complaints became impossible to ignore. Mazda reintroduced manual lumbar adjustment in newer models after direct feedback. Saving $12 per seat sounds efficient in a boardroom. Over 100,000 miles, it translates into chronic pain for the person who actually owns the car. Number 8. Transmission dipsticks. A 2020 BMW X3 came into a shop at 87,000 miles with harsh shifting, no warning lights, no symptoms the owner could identify. The transmission fluid was burnt, oxidized, and merely a quart low. Repair estimate, just over $4,000. A fluid service at 60,000 miles, roughly $300, would almost certainly have prevented the entire failure. But there was no dipstick. The transmission was factory sealed and labeled lifetime fill. That phrase sounds reassuring. What it actually means is the fluid lasts the expected lifetime of the transmission under ideal conditions. Conditions that disappear the moment fluid can't be checked or changed easily. Toyota reintroduced a proper service point on the new Tacoma. Honda added easier fluid inspection access on the Pilot. Even Mercedes-Benz is restoring accessible service procedures on 2025 and 2026 models. Preventing a $4,000 failure with a $300 service makes sense for the owner. It only doesn't make sense if your business model benefits from expensive post-warranty repairs. Number 7. Sequential turn signals. Sequential indicators, where the light slips outward in the direction of the turn, weren't just stylish on the original Mustang. They were functional. 3 segments lighting up in sequence create motion. Motion draws the eye faster than a static blink. Data referenced by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety shows clearer signaling reduces certain rear-end and side impact collisions by measurable margins. With modern LED technology, sequential signals cost roughly $30 to $50 more per vehicle. Yet manufacturers deleted them on mid-level trims of cars selling for $50,000 and $70,000. A safety feature removed for less than the price of one tire. The modern Mustang keeps its sequential heritage. Audi uses sweeping indicators front and rear. Genesis has expanded dynamic signals across multiple models. Preventing collisions is worth $30. It just took years of deletions to admit it. Number 6. Sound deadening material. A 2022 crossover owner noticed immediately on the interstate. Wind and road noise required raised voices just to have a conversation. Her previous sedan from the same brand, 8 years older, was quieter. Sound insulation, carpet padding, and door cavity foam can add 30 to 50 pounds to a vehicle. Removing it saves $80 to $120 per vehicle, while helping hit fuel economy targets. Independent testing shows sustained cabin noise above 70 decibels at highway speeds in many newer crossovers. Studies on driver fatigue show prolonged elevated noise increases cognitive load and reduces reaction time. The Mazda CX-90 added improved dampening after widespread reviews called earlier models too loud. Genesis updated the GV70 insulation package after direct buyer feedback. When someone spends $50,000 on a vehicle, refinement matters. Saving $100 in insulation doesn't justify a 1-star review. Number 5. Serviceable parts instead of sealed assemblies. A late model Audi A6. Single LED failure inside the tail lamp. The rest of the unit works perfectly. The repair requires a complete tail light assembly replacement. Parts alone, over $1,800. An older vehicle with a burnt halogen bulb cost $20 in 10 minutes. A failed window motor meant replacing the motor, not the entire door module. According to CCC Intelligent Solutions, collision repair costs have risen sharply in recent years, driven by expensive integrated components, replacing simple serviceable parts. Insurance premiums rise accordingly. Minor fender damage can total a vehicle because one headlight assembly costs $2,500. Toyota now introduces modular LED elements on the new Camry. Honda is engineering greater component serviceability into upcoming models. Right-to-repair legislation is gaining traction across multiple states. Because customers did the math, a $5 LED should not require a $2,000 repair. For nearly 2 decades, manufacturers removed features in the name of efficiency and cost optimization. The savings went to their bottom line. The cost went to your safety, your wallet, and your ownership experience. What finally changed wasn't corporate conscience. It was you. Negative reviews, warranty claim data, online communities documenting every failure in detail, buyers walking off lots when the car didn't have a spare. That pressure, sustained and impossible to ignore, is what's bringing these features back. The lesson is simple. Automakers respond to market pressure. When buyers refuse to accept cost-cutting disguised as innovation, priorities shift. Which removed feature frustrates you the most? Drop it in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into what's really happening behind the engineering decisions, subscribe to AutoWorld. I'll see you in the next one.